Hello! This is everything I knitted in 2023 and 2022. Yes, I am using my hairbrush to hold on to this mic. I don't really have a mic that would suit very well with this, so we're doing what we must. This is all the stuff that I made in 2023 and 2022. I wanted to make a video like this last year, but then I had a really bad knitting slump and a really bad video editing slump, so I never really managed to make that video. But you know what? It's 2024. It's a new year, new era, new me, and I thought it would be really great to showcase all the things I've made over the past, I want to say 48 months instead of the 24, because the knitting slump was very bad. I did not manage to knit as much as I did for like 9 months out of the year, but now I have gotten a lot better with my knits, started really enjoying life again, and you know, I like to think the knitting stuff has really helped me with my mental health, because that's important. I'm very excited to show you what I've been knitting up. I have made a few designs, which is nice, which is cool, and I've also knitted quite a few stuff from my friends and test knits over the years, and I thought it would be really great for me to just showcase some of the pieces, which ones are my favorite, which one I think I'd recommend, and just have some fun. I hope this gives you a little bit of inspiration. It's not as many as I thought it would be. I think this is about 15, 16 pieces in 2 years, and I think in 2023 I've made only about like 4 pieces of garments and then a lot of hats, because the Bandar beanie came out earlier this year. And you know what? That is okay. We survive, we live, we're gonna make the clothes that we make and just enjoy ourselves. Also, hi, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Bash Harry. This is the Harry Knit. We do a lot about knitting, sometimes crochet and other crafts, but it's usually just knitting. And if you want to watch these kind of videos, feel free to hit the subscribe button and the like and the comments and all the things you have to do. I promise a lot of my videos are a lot more chill. Is that the word I'm looking for? It's definitely like well lit. This room is a little dark during the afternoons, but nevertheless, we're going to be talking about our favorite pieces, trying them on, get some reviews. So grab your cup of tea. I hope this mic is not going to be here forever. And yeah, I guess that is it. Let's get started, shall we? I've clipped my mic to my shirt, but I definitely know there's going to be a little bit of friction, especially when I'm changing. So be mindful of that. I think we're going to start off with 2023 knits, and we'll just go backwards. Just going to attach it. You see it's attached so much wiring. Let's start off with my last ever knitted sweater. I just finished this 2 days ago. I call it the Malen Sweater. Malas literally means lazy in Bahasa Melayu, and I felt like I wanted to reclaim the word because I thought it would be really cool. I thought it would be really fun to make a really basic drop shoulder sweater because I never made one before until now. Don't know if you can hear me through this. Huh? Okay. This is the Malen Sweater. I made this using drops Andes in the color ice blue. She is a very bulky sweater, and she's like the sister sweater to the Rehat Sweater that I'll show you in a bit. But this one, I literally finished 2 days ago. I finished it in like, I want to say a week and a half. It definitely could have been much shorter, but I got COVID and I just could not knit for like 3-4 days. I was just like, well, tired. This one though, she is so cute. She is my very first oversized sweater that I designed at Lisa with super bulky yarn. She has not been blocked yet, but she will be after I finish making this video. I think she's really big. I have a love-hate, not necessarily hate, I have a love indifference when it comes to bulky sweaters, because I love how quick they are, but sometimes I do like the look of a slimmer yarn. But she's cool, she's cute. She will have a pattern out in 2024, I promise, and I think this is a great sweater for beginners. It's like a t-shirt design, very wide sleeves. And I probably cannot wear this out in Brunei because the weather, it's not going to permit me to wear this out, because this definitely feels like a very winter fall sort of sweater. But I really like her. I think she is something or someone I should have made a long time ago. This seems like it should have been my very first sweater ever, but then I didn't. I decided to go to extremely difficult lengths and decide to do the balloon sweater by Petite Knit instead. But she's good, she's pretty, love the color, love the design. This is my first time ever knitting with drops Andes, and it's pretty good. I like how soft it is. I like drops. I think they're a really good call when it comes to making sweaters. They come in a nice variety of colors that I really appreciate. The drops Andes is really nice. I do need to take photos of this sweater because I have not been very good at that in the past few months. Just don't know why. I usually do like taking photos of myself, but not recently. I need to do that more in 2024. Malen Sweater coming 2024. I'll have a tester call for this soon. You should just check on it on my Instagram at the Hairy Knit, or even join my newsletter. It's gonna be there, I promise. Okay, that's one outfit down. The second piece that I finished, or at least the second sweater that I made, and this one I made before the Malen Sweater, and I consider her the sister. This is the Rehat Sweater. I love her. This one, if the Malen Sweater is supposed to be for fall, Rehat Sweater is supposed to be for the spring, summer. The construction is similar because they're t-shirt. They're both like drop shoulder designs and they look kind of like a t-shirt. But the Rehat Sweater, I like to think, is a lot more looser, and it's, I don't know, I really like this because of the playing with the yarn and the needles, because this is using Awan worsted weight. This is Noroku rayon that my sister got for me in Japan, and I've never really been into stripes, and then I saw the Noroku rayon and I was like, oh, this is so pretty. And then I made a sweater using 10mm needles, and I just fell in love with the stripes. I think this is an absolutely delightful sweater. She's blocked, she is graded. I just need to confirm it with the tech editor and announce the testing call in a few weeks, less than a week really. But yeah, she is beautiful. She is using Noroku rayon, as I said, but it's number 459, which is like this pink and purple and a little bit of blues, and I really love the color. And because it is supposedly wool, it is wool, it's not supposedly wool, it is wool, but because I use really big needles, it's quite sheer, so it's actually really good for the weather that we have. So I have actually worn this out. I really like wearing this out. I think it's a really nice sweater, and I don't know, sometimes I feel like I just need to make a lot more sweaters. That's something that I like to wear out, but I also understand why I don't wear them out often. It's hot here, but I really love this. I think it's absolutely beautiful. 10 out of 10, would definitely recommend that you check out the tester call when it's out soon. I always say soon, it has to be soon. But yeah, she's cute, love her. Oh, I need to take photos of this sweater, it's so nice. A lot of these sweaters, I'm gonna admit, it's a bit hard for me to film, mostly because I wear a lot of summer knits. I'll have to take this shirt off and just like change into it. But because my mic situation is not going to be the greatest, I apologize in advance for how the video is going to sound. It's going to be a little bit changey. I'll fix it in post, but you know, just keep that in mind. Let us go with my hats. Let me show you the Bandar beanies that I made this year, if I could find them. Oh, there they are. All done. Okay, my hair is in buns, so it's not going to be the best way to showcase them. But I made the Bandar beanies. They are available on my Ravelry and Ko-fi, and they're just a super easy beanie to make for anybody. Ta-da! The buns is not helping, but it's very cute. And there is a tutorial on my page if you want to learn how to make one yourself, specifically the adult size. I made 2 adult versions, 1 kid, 1 junior, 1 toddler, and it is absolutely adorable. It's for the whole family if you're interested. And I think this uses, both of them use Sidar super bonus chunky in pumpkin and berry, but this specific colorway, I think if I remember correctly, it's been discontinued, this specific color, which is so sad. It's so disappointing. But I quite like the beanies. I think they make great gifts for people, and if you are a warm weather, cold weather friend, these are really great to make. They look very similar to a fisherman's hat, a fisherman's beanie from what I've seen on TikTok and Instagram, but I think these are a lot more beginner friendly, and because they're super bulky, you can finish them within the hour guaranteed. I think that's what a lot of the test knitters were able to make with them, and I really enjoy it. But yes, I do enjoy those beanies. I made one more hat, which I'm not entirely sure if I'm gonna make a pattern out of it. I don't know if I'm gonna write it, but a few months ago I was real desperate to make a bucket hat, and so I did. This is a bucket hat that I made, and this is using Hobby Diablo. This was using the leftover skeins I had when I was making my Awan vest. So I wanted a bucket hat that looked really cool, but I also realized that I don't really like crocheting hats. I think it's a bit tedious, especially when I've learned how to knit first. But this is like a half knit, half crochet Frankenstein beanie, because the top part, the circle, is a crochet in the magic ring. This portion is knit, but then I want it to be a little bit thicker, so the brim itself is made out of crochet. And then I really wanted it to be super fluffy, so I took a paddle brush from a pet shop. I bought it, it's new, and then I just went to town with it. And I think it is absolutely adorable. Don't know when I'll ever wear this. My sister said it looks like something a K-pop idol would wear. I would consider that a win. I think it's very cool. But yes, this is the second hat that I made. I'm still 50-50 whether or not I want to write a pattern for it, mostly because I have like my notes, a really badly drafted note section. I just don't know whether I'm gonna write it down, but she's a nice hat. She looks better when my hair is down. Right now it kind of looks like that scene from Princess Diaries where she like covers her hair in a hat and then she just takes it off and then, but yeah, it's cute though. I do enjoy it. I like it a lot. We're making hats, 2024. Make more hats. And we'll see. Am I a hat person? Not particularly. I feel like I'd be more of a hat person if the weather permits. But then you could just wear like a turban and then, ugh. I want to make a balaclava next year. I don't know if I will look nice, and I don't know whether it'll still be on trend, but I think a balaclava does look rather nice. But I have a video coming out about balaclavas because I also have very mixed feelings about it. Going on a tangent, put you there. So those are a few of the pieces that I've made. Let's just move on. All right, we're gonna have to figure this out together. But this is the Avenham cardigan by Lily Kate France. This is so beautiful. I love her, and she took 3 months to do because I'll never make another cardigan using 4-ply yarn again. I can't remember what yarn this is because I made this last year, but I didn't sew the buttons on until this year, so I'm considering it an FO of 2023. She is beautiful. She has this beautiful yellow color. I did a little bit differently when it comes to the sleeves. The puff sleeves, I think she recommends using mohair. I didn't want to use mohair, so I decided to use the yarn that I already had and create this little mini puff sleeve. I think she's beautiful. I love yellow. I wear a lot of yellow in my daily life. So this cardigan was just perfect. Makes me feel a little bit like Snow White in this getup. I don't know why. I think it's just the sleeves and the general color, and my hair's up. But she is beautiful. I took such a long time with this cardigan because I'll be honest with you, knitting a cardigan that is just using sock weight yarn for, I don't know, using 3.5 mil needles and then having to switch to 2.5 to do this really tight ribbing is a bit tedious, I will admit, but I think I got a really nice staple cardigan out of it, and I really, 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 really love her. I want to make a cardigan. I do. I really want to make a cardigan. I don't know when, but I will one day. I think ultimately I would recommend Lily Kate Makes' patterns. I have one and I have another one, and I have the Ribblesdale vest pattern in my library, though I have no idea if I'm actually ever going to knit that. That was sent to me as a thank you gift for, knitting her cardigan, one of the test knits. But I started off this one and I really, really love it. The color, amazing, chef's kiss, 100% would recommend. And then the color, the pattern itself was just so easy. So I have honestly no notes. This is probably one of my favorite makes of all time. Also because it's very light, even though it's made using wool, it doesn't feel very hot. And I'm able to wear it out without sweating, which is always a plus when it comes to 30-degree weather, isn't it? But yeah, would recommend. Okay, let's try another one that's a recent FO. I just have to move my mic somewhere. Okay, that'll work. Sorry. All right, I'm back. This is my very first FO of 2023. This is the Rift Tee by Jacqueline Sislak. It's a very basic white tee, and I realized I probably need to get a white tee in my knitwear roster, considering everybody recommends a white tee. But for some reason, this specific pattern took me so long to finish. And by when I say so long, I mean I had this like hibernating in my stash for I think a good 6 to 8 months before I even finished it. And I was just on the body, because I was in such a bad knitting slump that I just did not finish this piece, even though it's a very basic piece. Like, all things considered, should not have taken me so long to make this, and yet it did. But she's finally done. She's cute. She uses Drops Bell in the color off-white or just regular white. I like it. I do. I think, that being said, the arms are a bit too tight on my sleeve, on my arm, my bicep, and I did make it slightly longer than recommended. She recommends just going for like a regular stitch here, like a rib, but I actually ended up making about maybe like half an inch of normal stockinette stitch, so it was a bit longer. I like her a lot. I like her very, very much. I can't believe it took me 8 months to finish this. I was in such a bad slump this year. Never again. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to be like hating my knits. But yeah, I think that is all of my knits for 2023. I think that's all of my knits for 2023. Not as many as I thought it would be, to be honest, but also not as little as I thought. Let's move on to 2022. Okay, I'm back. 2022 time. Had a bit of lunch, reapplied my lipstick. Let us move forward to the knits of 2022. Let's start chronologically now, so we could keep the pace up. This is my Thin Air sweater, also by Lily Kate Makes. Let me just put it on. This is so oversized, I'm telling you this right now. I knitted it in a size small, but because row is actually very important for this knit specifically, it ended up much bigger than I anticipated. Hopefully my mic is okay. Look at the sleeves on this thing. Yes, you don't need to do these two-toned sleeves, but I really love it because I think they're so funky, they're so fresh. This was my very first knit ever in 2023, and it was a test knit for Lily. I think it's amazing. I think it's really cute. That being said, the V-neck is so deep because row gauge is more important than I'd even say the stitch gauge. Because this is a very wide sweater, you don't actually have to make this like in its exact form when it comes to stitching. I can't remember what the yarn is for this. I think it's like 50% wool, 50% acrylic. And I know it's like a baby type sweater. It's so clean. I love it. And this is using Sheep Just Katona. This is in blue, this is in gold. I really wanted to do two-toned. I think it just looks very fun, especially against the white. But yeah. Oh, I know why. It's because it's white, and I'm really scared of ruining my white sweaters, especially since I wear a lot of makeup. and I am too scared to get this sweater ruined because of my makeup. I love the cuffs. You can see here that it's like it's like a double knit, so it looks really clean on the edges. And I think the cuffs are really unique. It's really pretty. I do like it a lot. That being said, it is very oversized, especially with the sleeves. Did not realize it was going to be this big, so keep that in mind when you are planning on knitting the thin air sweater. But other than that, I think it's quite a good shout, don't you think? Should wear her more often. She's really nice and she's very cozy. I feel like this is definitely the kind of sweater I would wear when I'm at the airport, just getting ready to leave, because it's so cozy and nice and warm. And it's not too expensive. This is DK weight yarn, if I'm correct. It was either fingering or DK, because the stitches are very thin. You can't see it because of the light, but it's quite nice. Do like it a lot. All right, this is the first knit of 2022. Let's continue. Let's do this one next, shall we? Oh, this is so unique. This is fun. It is so interesting, and I think this is the one that I wear pretty often, I'd say. Like, it usually depends on the weather, but I do wear this quite a lot. Let me just adjust the mic. It's not gonna scratch against my shirt. It'd be real annoying if it does. Just gonna put it here. Okay. This is the Orbital Jumper by Ranti Studio. She uses super bulky weight yarn here, and then we got mohair going cross, and it's this really nice raglan piece. I love it. I think she's so fun and quirky. She uses milk cotton for this, which I would not actually recommend, because milk cotton is actually not cotton, it's acrylic, and it is quite hot in this section, but in this section it's quite nice and light. And it's a really fun play on a striped sweater. I don't think I would have made any sort of sweater like this. That being said, I'm not entirely sure if I could wear this without like a tank top underneath, because it's so sheer. And there's no back shaping, so you don't really know where's the back and where's the front, so you have to be mindful of that. But I really love the mohair against like a really big yarn like this. I think it's just very playful. It's really cool. She is pretty. I do wear her quite often. I might want to make a different one. Similar color scheme, because I do like the stripe of it, but I don't really like the cotton. Would I make her again? Yeah, I think I would, but probably not with milk cotton like this. And maybe with the color scheme that I think I wear a lot more, because I don't really wear that much gray. But she's pretty. She's cute. Let's carry on. I'm gonna just like wear the tops that I know I can take off easier. So there's quite a few that I think is a little hard for me to change back out of and still keep like my mic connected to me. We're gonna do what we must. It's there. Oh, let's continue with my sweater vests. I think that'll be fun. I've never worn this top like this before. I never worn the sweater vest with this top before, and I really like it. This is the Awan vest. This vest and this vest are both samples of the Awan vest that I knitted up last year. I designed it, I released it last year, and she is a beauty. I wanted a really nice bulky vest that was still very good for the weather that we have right now, because I live in perpetual heat. I live near the equator in Borneo, so I need weather that permits. This is a really nice way to wear a vest, and I think she's really pretty. This is using Hobby Diablo in multi pink, same shade with this hat. I think pairing them together would be really fun. And this one uses Drops Wish. So this one that I'm wearing is a size 2, but there's a few changes that we made along the neckline, so this is the very first sample ever. This is the blue version, and this one is in size 1. So yes, it still fits me. Most knits, I think you can always size down and it'll still be fine, because this is the recommended sizing is about, I want to say 6 or 8 inches of positive ease, depending on, and I think this one is really cute. And I love it. I think this is the one that I wear the most, even more than the pink version. I think it's a bit more appropriate, the color, to be honest, especially when I'm in meetings and I need to meet people and we have to talk about knitting, and I could just give them this as an example of a design that I've made. And it's really cool, you know, to be able to go out to meetings and tell people, oh, I made this. Yes, I did. I hope you enjoy it. You can buy your own pattern. I'm not gonna make you one, but you can buy the pattern. She's pretty. I like her a lot. I did do I-cord edging here because I don't actually like rib that much, to be honest. I like my necklines to not have rib. If I could do something other than rib, I would much prefer that. So that is how the Awan vest came to be. If you want it, it is available on Ravelry and Ko-fi. I'll leave a link down below. I really love it. She's so nice. I'm looking at all this knitting stuff that I've been doing over the past 2 years, and sometimes it even surprises me how much I've made and not even realize it. And it's making me realize I should start making my own clothes a lot more often, preferably stuff that I can actually wear out. Okay, we are almost done. We're not even almost done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more pieces. I'll show you this now because I don't know where else to put it. This is my bag from, I think it's Tamara from Star-Crossed Knits. She has a YouTube channel here on YouTube. She's great. I love her. I just binged watched some of her videos a few days ago. But this was a test knit that I did, and it uses yellows and whites. And it's so pretty, and I wish you could see it. The light is blowing it out because it's really dark outside for some reason. But yeah, this is a really nice bag. The one thing I say when it comes to making bags is that I wish that I knew more about sewing, that I could actually line this, because the inside of the bag is very clean, if I do say so myself. But it gets snagged with stuff, so I always have to carry a bag inside this bag whenever I'm carrying it out. So we gotta keep that in mind when we're making our things. So we've got, that's almost it. We're about halfway through. Hope you're still watching. If you are, have a cookie. You deserve it. Let's move on to my other knits. Let's do my other sweaters and my t-shirts. Another sweater. Wow. This is the Neptune Sweater by Taro Knits. This was also a test knit. I like the sweater a lot. It's made out of mohair, but, and this is my issue, which is why I don't wear this, the sleeve, this, do you see the armhole depth right there? That's way too tight. I think I definitely knitted this wrong or something, because this is too tight around the pit, which is why I do not wear this often. A part of me is tempted to like rip this all off because I don't like the sleeve thing and just redo it, maybe a bit lower so I can actually wear this out. This is using 2 different types of yarn because initially it was supposed to be this color and then the sleeves were supposed to be white because I thought it would be really nice. I did not have enough yarn, so you could see the back is different from the front, and you can see very slightly that the whites are 2 different colors. But I like that it has this like pearl detailing on the sleeves. This is very much a beginner pattern because there's no circular needles required. You don't join in the round. You seam everything up, including, wait, did you do this? I think you also seam including the sleeve. You can see that there's the indent right there, which I personally don't like because, you know, when you realize how to join in the round, you don't actually want to continue knitting flat. I hate seaming. I try to avoid it as much as I can, but this is how she looks like. I think the Neptune Sweater is a great beginner-friendly pattern, especially if you don't know how to join in the round yet. I would just be very mindful about the little armholes here, the little armhole depths, because it is tight and it's a little annoying, especially when I'm like walking around and about. I do like the sleeves though. I do like a nice balloon sleeve like this. Let us move on, because I feel like I've been filming this video forever. So this is probably my most worn knit, period. This is the So Summer shirt by Jessie May Designs. I love Jessie May Designs. I think her patterns are just so easy, so great. And this top is no exception. It's made out of this yarn that I got locally here from a local yarn shop. It's online. I think it's Cardigan. So it's made of bamboo, and it's so nice because it's bamboo. It's actually so light and breezy, and this is probably the shirt that I wear most often because it's so comfy. It's so comfortable. I love wearing this out. It's like the perfect knitted tee in my opinion. Like the sleeves, perfect. The length, amazing. The collar did need a bit of work because this is a folded hem and you can see that some stitching was off, but other than that, I love this piece so much. Ever since I finished it in like, I want to say May, June of 2022, I just keep wearing it because it's so comfortable and it makes me want more summer tees. But then I realized if I make summer tees, is that the only thing in my closet I'm going to be wearing? The answer is yes, which is why I haven't made a summer tee like this, because I feel like if I do, it's the only thing I'm going to be making, and admittedly, knitted tees like this, the designs are pretty limited. You can add some lace, but something like this is just so nice, and it's making me want to make more. That's all I'm going to say about it. Love Jessie May Designs. I love her work. If you see any of my other videos, you will know how much I love her pieces, how much I would recommend them to anyone, because of the way it's written, about how size inclusive it is, and just how pretty they are. They're so fun. I love it. 10 out of 10 would recommend. That being said, I did make the So Summer Shorts version of this top using cotton. And there's a lot of few things as to why I do not wear them. Mostly because they're shorts, and I don't usually wear shorts out and about. I don't even wear shorts around the house. I don't really like wearing shorts. But this is the shorts version. And as much as I really love Jessie May Designs, and this is a fault of my own. It's not her fault, it's my fault. I did the bottoms wrong. So as you can see here, one is longer than the other because the long version is at the back. So it's lopsided. And that's why I haven't posted anything with this. That being said, I feel like it'd be super comfortable to wear. I feel like I need to fix it, but I don't know if I have enough yarn anymore. Because this is such a long shorts situation that we have going on. Don't know if I will wear it, but it is there. It is something that I made. We'll see if I ever wear them out. Here is another knit that I knitted up and I do not wear out. This is the Friday Knits Daphne Blouse, named after the character from Bridgerton. It is a beautiful blouse. It is so beautiful. I love her so much. I love the construction. I love the billowy sleeves. I love the little sweetheart neckline, the I-cord. It is perfect. I just don't wear this out because I think it's a bit too cleavagey for my personal taste. I can't even show you the back because you could see my bra and it's backless. It's like a half backless thing and I'm not comfortable doing that. I just love making clothes that I don't wear out, which is so unfortunate because this is such a beautiful blouse. It's a size 2 and I used drops, I want to say extra fine merino, and I really love using drops extra fine merino. It's a really great yarn to work with. This is very loose though. If I'm not like careful, this will fall off my shoulders. And I have to be very mindful of that when I'm wearing this blouse right now. This is probably one of my favorite knits of 2022. So it sucks so much that I do not wear it out. I would definitely recommend Friday Knits' pieces, especially if you want that more romantic looking design. I think this piece just really encapsulates that, and I think she has a dress version of this. So beautiful. I'm just a little scared to wear this out in public. I need to stop doing that. I either have to wear them out or I stop making clothes that are too revealing for my personal preference. I don't have the boobs for it, nor do I have the back for it, man. Not my best work. This is another piece I made, not the top, the tank top. This is a good tank by Are You Knitting Me. I made it in white, and this is Shop G's Katona yarn, so it's like a mercerized cotton yarn, and you can tell it's a little shiny. This was my first time doing short rows for the girls, for the boobies, and it was so easy to calculate, which was really nice. That being said, it reinforces the fact that I do not wear this out. Because I don't wear tank tops out. At most, I wear this at home. Because it's really comfy. I do like working with cotton. I feel like I want a black version of this top because I think it'll be a lot more easier to wear out, which is quite nice. I like the detailing. This one doesn't even use any stitches. It's a rolled hem. It's allegedly rolled hem. And then the bottom is like this knit folded. It's like a folded hem, and I really enjoy that. Overall, though, it is really nice. Is there anything I would say in particular about this? Not really. I think this is a great summer piece to wear out if you are that type of person. I would probably just wear this out and around the house when I'm more comfortable. That being said, would maybe have elongated this a little bit more because it hits right on my belly button, and I feel like a tank like this would have been really good if it was just like an inch or two longer. But that's a fault of my own because I really wanted to finish it. Okay, we have 2 pieces left and my battery's dying, so let us hurry up. She's so beautiful. This is the Malen Sweater from Vert and Rose. It's a test knit. It's also a test knit, and I think this is Cascade worsted weight yarn. This is probably like my only beige sweater that I've ever made, and it's for good reason. It's so pretty. Look at the sleeve work. Look at the sleeve detailing that we have here. It's so beautiful, and I love the design. I just don't wear it out because it's too hot. It's wool. Fun fact, the first time ever this sweater was worn out was when my sister wore it when she went to Japan. I didn't even wear this sweater out, and she said it was really nice. It was really cozy, and I'm like, oh, it looks like it. I'm so jealous because it is. It's such a beautiful piece that I do not wear out. This is beautiful. I did do some modifications with this. I kept it cropped because I like to crop sweater, and I think I did the bind offs a little differently. She recommends different types of cast offs and cast on because to give it that little stretch, but I was too lazy to learn how to do that, so I ended up doing a normal bind off instead. And honestly, I think I prefer that. She is beautiful. She's billowy. She needs to be worn one day. I'm hoping that if and when I get married next year, I will be going to a cold climate for the honeymoon so I can wear my knits out and actually like wear them out. That would be a dream come true. We are down to the last knit, and I saved the best for last because it's personally my favorite. So let me just show you in 3, 2, 1. Ta-da! I wish you could see all of it. This is a dress. This is a frickin' dress. I knitted a whole dress. This is the Meiju Fall dress by Vanessa Fleming. I forgot what her knitting handle is. I think it's Ocean Knits. And she took a very long time. She took about 3 to 5 months of just continuous knitting because she took so long. But she's absolutely beautiful. This is a hand-dyed yarn that I got from the local yarn store. And I think I used up a lot of yarn for this. I think I knitted it until I had no more yarn left, to be honest. And I did it a little differently. I know that in the original pattern it calls for a slit. I do not have a slit on this dress. I kept it very much a circle. And then I did some very minor increases just to give kind of like a more flared look. It's not very obvious though. But this dress is probably one of my favorite knits of all time, because what a feat it is to knit your own dress. My goodness, it's like 3.5 sweaters worth of yarn and a lot more of my time too. I love the design. This is made out of, you can hear police. This is made out of 100% cotton, so it is very, very light. I love the ruffles, I love the sleeves, I love everything about this. Maybe not how tight it is, because you can definitely see my tummy. But overall, I think it's absolutely beautiful. You can see, though, some of the details, how when I changed yarn, because some of the yarn does not look the same as everywhere else. Like here is different from here, and there's a little bit of pink here. So I think it would have been better if I alternated the rows so it didn't look like that, but it's a little bit too complicated. I'm a bit too lazy to learn at the time. I'm still too lazy to learn, but overall, really like it. This is probably my favorite knit of 2022. It's 2022. And that is all the knits that I've made in the past 2 years. Wow, that's a lot. It took me a while to film this video. I took a few breaks. You could tell because the weather is not permitting me. I had to start using my fill light, but I hope you enjoyed this video. It was such a pleasure to film it and just try on all the clothes that I've had over the past few years. If you did like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe tell me which one's your favorite. Because it's really fun. I think it's cool, and we get to talk about our knits and our pieces. And I'm hoping that 2024 will be an even better year for knitting. I have a lot of plans I want to share with you guys. But that is it from me. If you like this video, as I said before, please do like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Bash Harry, and I will see you soon. Okay. Happy New Year, everybody. Bye!